All right, men of Israel, Amaja. All right. Do the Lord's Prayer. Hebrew. All right. It's like because since you already up, basically, you'll be the first one to call up here. All right. With that.
La Yashala.
Trooper Sloppy. Trooper Marah, state your register.
Trooper Marah, Bon Yahweh, Bon Yashala.
Trooper Marah, Bon Yahweh, Bon Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. All right, come up. Hey, hand me that shit right there. Hand me that shit right there. All right, men of Israel, saw needs to turn. All right, do the Lord's Prayer.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamkah.
Shamkah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Allah Waka.
Allah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Watazah.
Watazah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Ashamayim.
Ashamayim.
Nathan Lanau.
Lanau.
Ka.
Ka.
Wam.
Wam.
Wasalat Lanau.
Wasalat.
Kabawak now.
Kabawak now.
Kasalat now.
Kasalat now.
Kabawak ya now.
Kabawak ya now.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabaya now.
Tabaya now.
Banasaya one.
Banasaya one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawasha now.
Hawasha now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Wahata Pa'ara.
Wahata Pa'ara.
La'awalam.
Wahalam.
Salaki. La'awalamyam.
Wahalam.
Aman.
Aman. All right. So Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. So be it. Bless Israel.
God is bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Barak Lanau. Wayasha Allah. Wahab. Bayaf Shapara. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. The water man.
All right. Yahweh. The name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. The name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. All right. We're going to do the Psalms 83. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahariah, Ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Yahweh, Ashah, Samayam, Ratazah, Ayatan, Amawat, Wagauka, Nawam, Shamarka, Anab, La'ah, La'awam, Shawamar, Allah. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazarka. Al-Yad. Yam-Yanka. Yawamama. Hashemash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balaya. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Kalra. Yashamar. Asnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza-Aska. Baba-Wa'aka. Wa'ita. Wa'ayin Awalam.
This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up mine eyes. Unto the hill. From which cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alihayim. Adamilka. Altakarash. Altasakwat. Kaya. Hana. Awatika. Yahama Ra'ash. Amaka. Sawada. Wayata. Tazawa. Tazapawandika. Amawa. Walakakida. Magowa. Walaa. Yazakar. Shamyasha Awada. Kaya. Nawatazawa. Ma. Yakadwa. Auyaka. Wayas. Yakawaswa. Alahawia. Alawam. Wayashemai. Al-Yam. Awa'aba. Ahagarium. Gabal. Wamawam. Wamalak. Kalashas. Amyashabia. Tazawar. Gam. Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawa. Labayalawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Hayawa. Daman. La'idama. Sayatamwa. Nada. Yamawa. Karam. Akaza'aba. Akazazal. Manai. Kamasakamwa. Ashar. Armawa. Ayarashad. Nanawa. As. Na'awas. Alayam. Alahaya. Sayatamwa. Agalga. Kakwash. Panyaraka. Ka'ash. Saba'arim. Wa. Kalahaba. Kalahat. Karayam. Kantarapadma. Sarka. Wabaska. Tabalaham. Tabahalam. Mala'ah. Kanyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayaba'awa. Ayai. Wayakarpawa. Wayabadwa. Wayada'iwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Labadka. Al-Yawan. Alcohol. Al-Ratazah.
Right, this Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
and lift up the head.
For they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
For they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said, Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off.
and let them cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
The name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacle of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
and Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Jabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
Philistine,
Philistine,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
And so also is joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have holding the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as to the Midianites,
and to Sisera,
and to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
and to Judah,
at the brook of Kishon,
and as the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They have come as dogs for the earth.
Make their nobles like Orel,
Make their nobles like a rat,
and like Zebib.
and like Zebib.
Yea, all the princes of Zabah,
All the princes of Zabah,
and as Zamuna,
and the moon,
who said, Let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God in possession.
the house of God in possession.
Oh, my Yahweh,
Oh my Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stumble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the flame setteth the mountain
as the flame setteth the mountain
on fire.
on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempests,
with thy tempests,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their face with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yes, yea. Let them be put to shame
Let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone
that thou the name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
of the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
All right. Psalm was turned. Pass out the dog, you can see. At Genesis last week, Genesis 24. We're going to start at Genesis 24 and 61. All right. Last week we talked about how Isaac sent out his servant to find Abraham sent out his servant to find Isaac a rib. And he went about a noble way of doing it, and the sister tested out to be a noble woman by her being generous. We didn't see service last week, that's what we went over. He selected her not only off her beauty, he selected her because she gave to the brothers, she gave to the brothers animal, she showed utmost hospitality, and that's why he chose the rib for our forefather Isaac. And she also turned out to be a great sister. All right, so let's start right there. Resolve Mob, you get that 61.
Khan is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 61. Watakwam. Rabakwak. Wanai Rakya. Wanai Rakya. Wakara Kokabna. Hagamalaya. Watalakan Kana. Akarai. Haayat. Ha'ayash. Wayakwak.
Right.
Ha'abad. Salakia. Ha'abad.
Right.
Rabakwak. Wayalak. Verse 62. Wayat Tazakwak. Ba'a. Mabawa'a. Ba'ara. Lakaya. Ra'aya. Wa'a. Yawash. Wayasha. Ba'aratiza. Hanaga. Verse 63. Wayataza. Wataza kwa. Lasa waka. Basa. Salak. Basa da. Lapan wa. Irab. Wayasha. Ayan. Yawa. Wayara'a. Wahana. Ba'ayam. Verse 64. Washa'a. Rabakwak. Ayan. Ayanya. Ra'a. Yataza Kakwa. Wapala. Ma'al. Hagamal. Verse 65. Amar. Al. Ha'abad. Maya. Ha'ayash. Halazah. Hahalak. Bashad. Basada. Lakwar. Afnawa. Waya Amar. Ha'abada. Bada. Hawa'a. Hada Naya. Wakwak. Hataza. Ayat. It is P power, right?
Right.
Hataza Ya'ab. Kasa. Verse 66. Wayasapar. Hayakad. Layataza Kakwa. Call. Hadabarium. Ashar. Aisha. Verse 67. Wayaba'a. Yatazak Kwa. Yataza Kwa. Hala. Shara, Amal, Wayaquak, Rabaquak, Wakahaya, Laasha, Wayahaba, Wayan Kam, Watazakwa, Akaria, Amawab.
6 and 7, right?
Come.
Right, yeah,
That's-
Amawab. We were going out 6. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. We'll stop there. All right. Trooper Rob started reading 6 to 1. Get that brother a hand for that evening too, man. Definitely not an easy subject. Getting better and better every week. All right, let's read.
Comes the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 61. And Rebekah arose in her damsel, and they rode upon the camels and followed the man. And the servant took Rebekah and went his way.
Right, so this is after the servant convinced Rebecca's parents while he was there. They agreed, she agreed, everybody was okay with it. So this is when they head back to let her meet Isaac. All right, keep going.
Verse 62. And Isaac came from the way of the well, Lahaya, for he dwelt in the south country.
All right, keep going.
Verse 63. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide. Salaki. And he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming.
Right, so he out here praying, meditating, going over things, and looks up and sees them approaching him. Keep going.
Verse 64. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel.
Right, so she's seeing Isaac and saying something she likes. She's bopping on him, right? Of course, you know. He got that Hebrew drip, you know what I'm saying? So she bopping. All right, keep going.
Verse 65. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walk in the field to meet us?
Right, so she saw him, and she like, who is that? You know, how they usually go when you PK man walking to a building. All right, let's go. All right.
And the servant had said, it is my master, therefore she took a veil and covered herself.
Right, she realized who it was when she was coming to me, so she took a veil to cover herself. Because this sister understands she's about to meet her husband. Right. She know why he here. She obviously liked him because she saw him coming and wanted to know who he was. And that happened to be the man she was coming for. So she covered her face up to surprise him. It's not like, so, you know, Christians need to understand this is how marriage proposal can't happen. Ain't nothing wrong with a cover the face, but they not getting 100,000 people together, spending $40,000 on a wedding that he got to pay on. You ain't got to do all that stuff, right? This is how you get married. They're going to get married right here in front of us, all right? Not literally, it's a lot. Right. All right, keep going.
Verse 66. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done.
Right. So the servant broke down to Isaac what had happened. Right. How he found the girl, what proposal, what made him want to take her with him. All right. Keep going.
Verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah.
And what?
And took Rebekah.
And he took Rebekah. Now who here can tell me what he means when he said he took Rebekah?
Like I said,
right.
Pretty much, you know.
Well, what is it not saying? First of all, that's maybe a better question. What's it not saying?
Please.
Took don't mean he took it. Right. Let's get that out of the way. You ain't take it, all right? It ain't mean like rape or no, we don't do that. All right.
Right.
He took it by he made her his wife. That's what it means. When they say he took it, the woman gives it, the man took it. Right? That's how that went. All right. Keep going.
And she became his wife.
And they go to the next verse is she became his wife. So that right there lets you know what did that tell you? Who had to tell me what that says?
I mean, it's locking.
It
means she had sex. They had sex.
What does that mean?
I mean, they got married.
So what does that mean?
I mean, they husband and wife.
No, I'm saying what the earth need to understand in 3 words. Go ahead.
Sex is marriage.
Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage.
Right.
They didn't go to no wedding chapel. They didn't get no homosexual priests. No, know what I'm saying? You didn't got to go get the real priest to do this, right? This is between you and your woman. Y'all made a covenant, your marriage. That's the agreement that needs to be in the earth.
Right.
For your daughters, for your sons, for everything. It don't matter if you 20 and she 50. It don't matter. It don't matter if she 20 and you 50. You lay down with that woman, that is your wife. Right. That would change a lot of issues in the black community. It would slow a lot of us down. Right? If I knew somewhere in my day before I came into this truth that I was gonna be connected to forever, I wouldn't have touched it. Right? Save yourself a lot of headaches sometimes, right? It was a process to pick this sister off the morals and principles that he was taught. He picked her, it was the right choice. He allowed, the beautiful part about both of them allowed someone over them to pick who they were with. That's how it's done in the ISUPK. Have a gentleman hiding around a man who's been in truth a while. You might want to let him pick your rib sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He might want to say, hey, brother, you don't need this. You don't need her. Sometimes that's needed, but it's not a law for that to happen, right? It's just the business our culture. The father picks who out his daughters with. He approves the man. Right. This is what this process. Think about it. They met and went straight to it because what? They skipped all that. How many likes he got on Instagram? Who messing with you? Who this? Who that? That took all that out the way because he trusts his father, his servant. She trusts her family. It happened. Marriage and a marriage begin. That's how it's supposed to be. And a lot of times we don't want to hear that in this day and age because it takes the power out of you besides, but you have made bad decisions, especially our sisters. All right? Brothers, we make bad decisions too. Well, sisters, it's proof that you made bad decisions because you have how many baby daddies and children, right? That's our culture. You think of baby daddy, baby mama, who you think about? You don't think about white people. You think about us. Broken homes, you think about us. That's a culture that we have let come because we are not letting our fathers choose our mates. We are not taking the time. If you don't have a father, take the time. At least know one thing, that your body is more than a piece of paper. Right. So take your time before, man or woman. A man should understand his body is important too. Don't always look at it like the woman body. Your body is important. Your body is needed in this kingdom. Right. So you can't pollute it with a whore. That should make you stop and say, I'm not going to just sleep with this girl because she opened her legs to me. Does she deserve me? A hoe does not deserve a priest. I'm going to tell you that now. Right. If you are a priest in this truth and you believe in this Bible, a hoe don't deserve you. Right. Make her earn you. You should have that in your thought process with every female you deal with. And she should want to earn that man because you are the commodity. That's why the scriptures say they're going to cling on us. That's happening now. It says Isaiah 4:1 that 7 women will cling on to one man. That's going to be because there ain't no options out here. They're going to see a bunch of fake thugs that just got switches, homosexuals in prison. That's what's going to be left for the women out here. Right. That's why you're going to see some women like, you're going to be like, damn, she ain't got no man because we really ain't nothing out here. And they still haven't been taught how to choose. So it'll be a time when you're going to be the only man in the room a lot of times. You got to hold that and represent that and never fold to what these other men fall to, which is when you see a hoe naked, let me go sleep with her. See that and know something wrong with that sister. No, she's not mentally okay. A stripper is not mentally okay. Don't ever let nobody tell you a woman that strips is not mentally screwed. Right? That's what's in the earth right now. They think, oh, she's a good girl. She don't. No, that sister been molested. Let me tell you, molested or done something wrong to her. Raped, mentally ill. We should not be in clubs spending money on that. Making it cool to throw your hard-earned money at that. To make her think she accomplished something when she needs counseling. Right? So that's the stuff that prevents you when you let somebody else choose your mate. All right, you're gonna have your whole life to have sex with a woman. It's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have days when you can do it. All that. Right. Don't rush it. All right, because you're bonded to this woman. So that means even Christ said it was only one thing you could do to get rid of her. She got to go sleep with another man. So imagine all the other shit she could do. You know what I'm saying? Right. To make your life hell without sleeping with another man. Right? So you want to choose wisely that woman, how she's going to act when she gets angry, when she gets mad, all that. All right? I can go all day on that, but I ain't going to do that. So like, all right, but look, all right, keep reading.
Come on, sir. Chapter 25. Then again, Abraham took a wife, right, and her name was Keturah.
All right, so Abraham, who had Sarah died. He got another wife, Keturah. All right, keep going.
And she bare him Zimran.
Right. We on 25 and 1, right?
Good. 20. Come.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 2.
Oh, Salak, we need to read the Hebrew. Salak. All right, I'll take it up there. All right. Wayisak, Abraham, Wayikokak, Asha, Washama, Kwasawara, verse 2. Watalat, Lawa, As, Zamaran, Zamaran, Wa'as, Kwakwa, Shawan, Kwakwashawan, Shalaki, Wa'as, Madak, Salaki, Madak. No, Salaki, I read it wrong. Madawan, La'as, Madayawan, Wa'as, Yashabakwa, Wa'as, Shawaka, Wayakwan, Wayakwashwan, Wayakashwa, Salaki, Wayakwa Shawan, Yalad, As, Shaba'a, Wa'as, Salaki, Dadawan, Wabanya, Dadawan, Hayawa, Ashawaram, Wala, Tawasayam, Wala'a, Mayam, verse 4. Wabanya, Mariawan, Ayapa'a, Waigar, Wakanak, Waba Yada'a, Wa'ala Da'a, Call, Alaha, Banya, Patawa, Ra'a, verse 5. Wayathawan, Abba, Raham, Af, Call, Ashar, Lawan, Layatada Kakwa, Walabanya, Habaya, Labashayam, Ashar, Laaba, Raham, Natawan, Abba Raham, Matanas, Waya, Shalakam, Ma'ai, Ya, Tazakwakwa, Banawa, Ba'ai, Wadanawa, Kaya, Quadama, all, Arataza, Quadam, verse 7. Wa'alaha, Yamaya, Shanya, Kayaya, Abarayam, Ashar, Kaya, Ma'as, Shana, Washabayim, Shana, Wakam, Salaki, Wakamash, Shanayam. All right. All right, read this from the top one.
Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 1. Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. Verse 2. And she bare him Zeran and Joshin and Medan and Medayan and Ishbak,
Right.
and Shoah. Verse 3.
Ashbak, it's sure.
Verse 3. And Joshan begot Sheba and Dedan. And the sons of Dedan were Esharon and Letashan and Lahamian.
Right. Right. So if you see, he's having other children here, but guess what? These children are what? They're not the chosen person. Who's the chosen person like Abraham? Who's his faith begotten son? Go ahead.
That'll be Isaac.
Isaac, who was our forefather. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Understand that. So he had other children with another rib, but he's giving you that rundown, right? But you're gonna see that there's gonna be a difference in between Isaac and the other children, right? Go. Keep going.
Verse 4. And the sons of Medayan and Ephiah,
right,
and Epher,
right,
and Hanak,
right,
and Abida.
Right. And I know you guys confused you, but trust me, you will never ever see them again. Keep going.
And Eldiah. All these were the children of Keturah.
All these, she had a lot of children with Keturah. A lot of names, a lot of them. But read verse 5. What's the next thing he's going to say?
Verse 5. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
To who?
Unto Isaac.
Who?
Unto Isaac.
He gave everything to Isaac. That man, he had all them other children, but he gave it to Isaac. Because that's who the Lord told him was going to be his seed. He was going to carry on his seeds in terms of this truth, that covenant. The Lord is all about separating too. Understand that too.
Right.
The Lord is all about separating. And what does this mean when they tell you these children are going to be given blessings and treated like what? Heathens, right? Because they came from a woman of another nation, right? So I'm saying this is all before the law was written. So you're going to see times where the brothers like Moses had a real that was African and stuff like that. That was the time. It was not written yet, but it was a known thing that you shouldn't do that, right? So understand that. So all these children were not Israelites. That's why their name was different, because these were. I don't want to be speaking correct on what their nationality is going to be, but they're not Israelites, right? Because so they're Israelites, but they're not with an Israelite woman. They are Israelites because their father is Israelite, right? So understand that. Read verse 6.
Verse 6. But to the sons of the concubines.
Right, he referred to them as concubines. Now, let's get this understanding. Black man, you cannot have concubines today of another nation or woman. You know why? For one thing, you ain't went to no war and burned no villages down and took nothing. You're going to be in jail. You're going to be somebody else's concubine. All right? Right? So we're not doing that. This is the time where Abraham was going to war. It was a time you could actually use that as a term. But we're not, in the kingdom that's coming, we're not going to be speaking with heathen women. They're going to use them to be slaves. We don't want such thing. We're going to reveal our women. Right. We're not going to be dealing with them. This was a different time when that happened. But you see what happened with the children, right? The children that are not Israelite women, he casting them off, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but they still get a blessing for being from the Israelite father. That goes back to what we was talking about. I think we was talking about with Noah's Ark, how all that came to be. You know, how he was pissed off because Israelite men were sleeping with heathen women, but it made those children have grapes because of the Israelite father, right? Same situation. This is why he's about to do what he's doing. Can you read that?
Which Abraham had.
Right.
Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac, his son.
He gave them gifts, but he sent them away. That's why he did that. So, right? So a person that's trying to say God loves everybody is going to say, oh, look, he gave them gifts. So what? You can give a gift on the road right there. That don't mean you dealing with them, right? You can give them $5 as a blessing. That's what people like to use stuff like he gave them a gift. But yeah, he promised them a promise and kept his word, but they're not the chosen seed. They're not the chosen people. Because the culture, everything is about is not the Lunar culture. All right, keep going.
And these, while he yet lived, eastward unto the east country.
Keep going.
Verse 7. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived in 103 years.
Right. So this is how long Abraham lived. That's 103 score. He used to be 315 years old, which was a blessing. You know, hopefully we can see that in this lifetime and get able to see how it feels to be alive that long. That's the king was supposed to reign with Christ for 1,000 years. Right. So imagine, you don't have a lot of children. You be here, that long. The average time to live was over 300 years back then. Just imagine how great that would be. 100 is not old. I'm still gonna have a baby as a man at 100 years old. That's the kingdom of heaven, man. That's how it's supposed to be. But we messed that up, of course. All right, keep going. I'm gonna let him read it. He's gonna read the English and do a jump in on the Hebrew next. Then what we call for now. All right, keep going.
Verse 8. Then Abraham gave up the ghost and died in a good old age.
Right, that's a rare time you will see the word ghost in the Bible. We like to say spirit, but it means he died. Gave up the ghost in the spirit level. All right? So we'll never use Holy Ghost. Remember that. We don't say Holy Ghost. We say Holy Spirit. We don't say ghost. All right? The ghost means somebody dead a lot of times. This is the part of the English translation. Hebrews gonna say spirit. We don't use that word. All right? Keep going.
And an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people.
Right, keep going.
Verse 9. And his son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the caves of Machpelah in the field of Ephron, the son of Zara.
Y'all remember this person here? You remember when Abraham buried Sarah? This is the same burial land that he negotiated to keep for his family, because he made a deal with the Africans, but he didn't want them to give it to him, because he know Africans dig up bodies and do all kind of weird stuff with bodies. So he bought the land. He didn't want them to give it to him. This is why. So when all his children died, they could be buried together. When everybody's whole family, when he died, they would be buried together. Right? Keep going.
The Hittite, which is before Marie.
Right.
Verse 10. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Heth, there was Abraham buried, and Sarah his wife.
Right.
Verse 11. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt by the well of Lahairah. Verse 12.
Right.
Now these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar, the Egyptian, Sarah handmaid, bare unto Abraham.
Right. So who knows what Ishmael is the progenitor of who? Who already knows that before we get into it? Who is he the progenitor of? Go ahead.
I believe that it'll be the Arabs.
The Arabs. Ishmael is the forefather of the Arabs. All right. Ishmael is the reason when they take these scriptures we're about to go through sometimes as an Arab, think he's the chosen people too. But also the Lord blessed them but he did not make themselves a people.
Right.
There's a difference in that, right? This is where you understand it. Keep going.
And these are the names, verse 13. Right. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael is Nabashah, and Kedar, and Abi, and Mishem, verse 14, and Mishma.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make you go through all the heathen names.
Right.
What I'm gonna do, you drop down to 19.
Right. Verse 19. And these are the generation of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac.
Right.
Verse 20.
Right.
And
I
Isaac.
understand that word begat. You don't see that word too often in begat.
Right.
Right. Let's get the definition. Who give me the definition of begat?
You mean like to give conceive or to
Similar, but what we do in here, I want you to get a habit of when you say definitions, you look it up. You don't never want to think you know definition. Now everybody want to, whoever gonna answer, say Salakia, and then look up the definition in your phone. Because you want to be precise when you say stuff. Who got it for you?
Salakia, sir.
All right, go ahead.
The definition of begot is typically a man, sometimes of a man and woman bringing a child into existence by the process of reproduction.
Right. Go ahead.
That's a lot. What do we begot? Father or
Yeah. Who got
oh, well, you want the
definition?
exact?
Yes, there's a reason I'm saying that. So you're gonna see that throughout the Bible on a couple times throughout the Bible, right? Why would they specifically say that about Isaac, right?
Right.
He begot. If that's the case, if it's simply as him having a son, he had other sons, right? So why is he saying this is his begotten son? This is the son that he begat, right? I told y'all earlier. I'm just picking with y'all. I told y'all earlier why he's saying he begat.
Right. Yes, a lot. Yeah. Kind of what the trooper was reading. But the second one says give rise to,
Right.
bring about.
Right. Yeah, now you get into it. See, when you look at the definition, sometimes you gotta look at that second definition too, especially when you're talking about biblical stuff. Because they always acknowledge the Hebrew version of definitions. So you read that, it do mean it. Just like if you read Virgin gonna first say she never had sex. If you get into it, he gonna tell you it's a handmaid. You gotta look into what the word means. But God means he rise him up. That's his special son. Right? And I'm something else y'all know. Do anybody here know? I ain't gonna tell you this answer because we're gonna eventually get to it. But if anybody know now, who was Isaac? If you're looking at reincarnation, who was Isaac? If nobody know, we're gonna eventually get into it. Who was he? Who else was he? It's all good. That's good. Now I know we're gonna break that down.
I could get it.
Captain Zara, y'all finna get into it in elections pretty soon. And y'all check that out. Talking about reincarnations. I guarantee he gonna bring it up. I'm gonna let the election come out. And by next episode, we're gonna probably touch into that a lot more. But anyway, that word begot means special child. Keep going.
Yeah. In verse 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife.
Right, go ahead.
The daughter of Bethuel, the Sharon,
right,
of Padan Aram,
right,
the sister to Laban, the Sharon.
Right.
Verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife,
right,
because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Right. So he got Rebekah pregnant. And she entreated her because she was having issues in her stomach. She felt like someone ripping her organs or whatever. Whatever issues she was having pregnant, it was abnormal. So he went to the Lord and asked, why is this going on with her? All right, keep going.
Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Right.
Verse 23.
Right.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
All right, let's get this understood. When she said she went to the Lord, Rebecca did not go and talk to God. Let's get that understood. What y'all think she did when they said she went to the Lord? If we're being practical, take the hocus pocus out of it, what did she do?
Salaki said on me.
Go ahead.
What she was trying to heal, not she
Think of
wanted
it in simple terms. What's the first thing a woman, I'm talking about a female today. So what's the first thing they're supposed to do when they want to find out what God said? What that? Salaki, I ain't even say what that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Salaki. So is this saying that she went to her husband?
Went to her husband, went to the priest. It says Lord, but her lords are her Ottawa or her husband. She went to them and asked them why is this happening, and they gave her the answer. It wasn't when she went outside and did some kind of stage crap and the Lord started talking to her. Let's always remember that. Lord ain't gonna never come talk directly to you. You do not want that. He shows you what will happen when he come talking directly to you. The whole earth shakes. If you talk about a real being that's over the earth, he's not gonna talk directly to you because you would lose. Your whole body will come apart. He controls everything. So how can he talk to you? Right? Just never think God talking to you. Right? He don't got time to talk to you. He left out an instructions manual for you to follow. You get a report from the angels about what you're doing. And your judgment goes off that. So you are being watched, but it ain't being watched by God. All right? He has an order ranked system that he trusts that's never failed him. That's how that works. Right? So when she went to find out what God said, she went to her husband or at this point it was they had a priest available, her husband went for her, right? Keep going.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right, he said 2 manner of people. So he's saying you have 2 children, but you have 2 manner. Just look up that word. What we got? Manner. Somebody give me manner. Genesis, this is the Genesis in Hebrew means Marash. This is the beginning. So it's very important to know the beginning. You know, everything that happened, why it happened, what it's trying to tell us. All right? All this stuff is relevant today. When you got 2 manner of people.
Come.
Go ahead.
Definition of manner, a way in which a thing is done or happened, or a person outward bearing or a way of behaving toward others.
Right. So you talking about 2 manner of people. So we talking about read that one more time. That's like that definition. That's perfect.
I give you the second. That was
No, read that one again. I like that one.
Come. The definition of manner is a way in which a thing is done or happened.
Perfect. A way in which a thing is done. So you tell them you got 2 children that's in the same mama womb, and they're gonna do things differently. Keep going with that definition. Read some more of that.
Come. A person outward bearing or a way of behaving towards others.
His way of behaving towards others is different. If he see you and he can kill you, he's gonna kill you. You may see him and say, "Man, I ain't gonna kill this dude," which is what we do. Who that sound like? Who always, man, I'm stalling him out. I ain't gonna do that. Esau ain't stalling you out, right? They don't stall us out, especially when they get a little authority to think they can do it.
Right.
You die.
Right.
But we don't. You don't hear about. I'll give you a perfect example. You don't hear about black officers killing people all the time. You know what? You think a black officer don't be in a situation where he can kill somebody? He finds it every day. He can be justified in doing it. You don't hear about that because we're different. We have a different manner. He don't care. I don't care if a black officer gonna be the wickedest bastard he can be. He's not gonna be doing like a serial killer. This Mississippi, 600 bodies.
Right.
Come on. The brother, I guarantee you, there's a brother involved in that. He had no control. He was scared for his life. I guarantee. He just gave into the spirit, but he still ain't as wicked as the bastards he's doing it with. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just not in him. He was changed if he allowed it to happen. 9 times 10 was fear. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good definition. Finish that definition off.
It's like
that was it. That was a good definition, though, man. Because there's 2 ways of doing things. All right, keep going.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
One people shall be stronger. Who is the one people that's going to be stronger than other people? You just saying they gonna be Esau gonna be stronger or Jacob gonna be stronger? Anybody? Go ahead.
They're saying Jacob.
Saying Jacob. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna be stronger, but guess what? But guess what? No other race of people that's not an Israelite can go through the things an Israelite has gone through and still be here. Right? They tried to wipe the native Indian. They took their food supply, killed them, made them sick because they couldn't beat them in a battle. Modified stuff, got them what they call it, chicken pox when it was deadly. They did all that. And still got Native Indians around or something. The scriptures say we do it when the so-called white man gets destroyed, he will not be able to bounce back. Right. He's going to be in a museum one day, right? He's going to be once he goes through this slavery that he owes us. They're not going to reproduce and build back up. They put us in slavery and we kept having babies. Right. They let us out of slavery. In 40 years, we had Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? We had all these great cities 40 years after slavery. No other race of people could have done that. Right. After slavery, they would have got. That's why you think the Jewish man still gets reparations. It devastated them people, right? It happened. Because there's a lot of them took forever to bounce back from it. Right? We didn't get no reparations and we end up here. We here where we got millionaires and this stuff like that. Well, we thought the money was the issue. We went ahead and attacked that. Right? No other race of people could do that. So remember that scripture, it's a prophecy that you're reading right here because it represents us. We survived it, but we're still struggling. Right. But we've been fighting in this hellhole for so long, we don't really remember we struggled. We're so used to it. We got a little this, a little that. We are still in hell. But we don't realize because we're such strong people. Right. All right, keep going.
And the elders shall serve the younger. Verse 24.
Right. And that's going to be heavy too because they will. That's a prophecy too that they will serve us. It hadn't happened yet, but they will. All right, keep going.
Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered was fulfilled, behold, there was twins in her womb.
Right, so she had twins. Keep going.
Verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Red, all over like a hairy garment. So a lot of times, you got some light-skinned people here, right? Right? So, of course, in situations where a black man can be born red, but in this situation, this had never happened before. In this particular time, this had never happened where it was a man born with light skin, where you can see blood through his skin, right? This had never happened before. Keep going.
And they call his name Esau.
They call him Esau. All right, keep going.
Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on the Esau heel.
Now, what does y'all notice right there? When he said his brother came out, what you notice? They didn't have it. They didn't have it. To support what I just said about him being go ahead.
Salah. Salah. They didn't give a description of it.
Yeah, and why is it about that they did give a description of that? Guys?
Salah.
Go ahead.
Because being of color, meddling with it, being of color, it was a normal thing. It was,
yeah, exactly. He looked like everybody else around him, so it wasn't no point to point out why he looked like that, because he looked like everybody else. Esau was the first one looking like that. All right, keep going.
And his name was called Jacob.
Right, his name was Jacob. Keep going.
And Isaac was 70 years old when she buried them.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
He said he was a cunning hunter. What y'all think a cunning hunter is? You ain't got to get no definition on that. Just say what you think it is. What you think it's saying about Esau? Go ahead.
He was like a hunter who was doing trickery while just
to a certain extent, trickery. Yeah, trying to he know how to bait you. He know how to hunt you down. If it's an animal, he can't just come straight up to a kill. he's gonna figure out how to get that. And he's not gonna say I'm gonna leave him alone. He's gonna say I'm gonna figure out how to get this. I don't care if I gotta come out here every day and be out here and put some bait out here every day till I catch him. So he's gonna be one day where he's gonna slip up and I'm gonna catch him and then I'm gonna kill him, right? So look at Esau, what he's saying, that relates to today. Esau will set up baits. He will, look at the police again, they will sit at this corner every other day, see you walk by, and then one day you litter one day, right? And then he got reasons to come get you because he's been sitting right there waiting on you because he decided when he saw you walking, I'm going to kill that. It's in their mind. It's in their war is in their heart. They're going to look at you and say, that's another damn Jay-Z. That's the people like Jay-Z don't think they're helping our younger generation, but what they really did was make when a white man sees Jay-Z with all that money, he survived, he tell you he sold drugs, it's not helping our younger kids.
Right.
It's making them say, I'm gonna kill them niggas before they get there. You know how we know that? What happened to Christ? Heron, if Heron was around here, none of y'all might not be here right now. Because Heron, he decided that he knew the Messiah was coming from over here, he killed all the babies. They jumped in front. That's how Esau thinks about our younger generation. They're thinking, okay, we can't get the man, let's get the children. So make sure this don't happen again.
Right.
So that's what a cunning hunter does. He don't attack. He ain't gonna come straight up at the man all the time. He'll figure out how to get the man out the house, get him in jail, get him where he can't support his family, make him look like a bomb. You know what I'm saying? And the woman, you get away from the woman thinks she got a little power. She defensive because she's gonna weapon him over arms. He's gonna have a check. He's gonna have a job. He's gonna have opportunity for her. Right?
Right.
That's how he hunting us down. Then the child left without supervision, and then stuff happens. So they go into that detailed aspect to hunt us down. And that's how we have to understand how he operates. He's not going to ever come at you straight up like, hey, you a nigga, I want to kill you. No, he's going to say, hey, buddy, hey, how you doing? Right. It's going to be like that. And and that's how you know you in hell because we going to have to deal with them in some form of fashion, right? So you got to deal with them cordially and be ready for when it does happen. And that means what? You can't go litter. You can't think because you saw so-and-so litter in front of the police the other day, you gonna do this what? He gonna come at you and say, I got you. Don't worry about what he did. I'm gonna get you.
Right.
All right? Keep going.
And a man of the field.
Right.
And Jacob was a plain man.
Right.
Dwelling in tents.
Right. So that means Jacob was a plain man. He was more of a thinker. Jacob was more of a planner. That's how a ruler is. A ruler's gonna plan and make the right decision when he make a move. Esau is out there killing everything he see.
Right.
He just out there outside. He don't care to where he's out there. He about to pass out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no. He just out there little hunting stuff down and just killing all day. He can't even sit in the house with his family. You know that's too much like right to have peace because he's gonna be coming at you for blood all the time. Right? That's the spirit that he got right now. All right, keep going.
Verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau.
Right.
But he did eat of his vessel.
Right.
Vision.
Right. All right. So Isaac loved Esau. Isaac loved Esau. Right. So his father, who's Isaac, he loved Esau because Esau always went out and hunted for him. Right. Keep going.
But Rebekah loved Jacob.
So Rebekah loved Jacob. Right. Keep going.
In verse 29. And Jacob saw Potish.
Right.
And Esau came from the field.
Right.
And he was faint. Verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee.
Right. And he said, feed me, I pray thee. What verse you on?
Verse 30.
You on 30?
Come on.
All right, bet. Go ahead.
Feed me, I pray thee.
Right. So Jacob asked, Esau was asking Jacob to feed him because he's been out in the field hunting like this. Right? Keep going.
With the same red pottage, for I am faint.
Right. So he's asking for raw meat. Basically. Jacob is cooking. Jacob just not man, somebody's grilling, and they just put the food on the grill. But he been out there killing and banging and just like a damn maniac to where he can't even think straight. He got to eat something. He don't care what he eat. Go ahead. Therefore
was his name called Edom.
Right.
Verse Verse 31.
Right. That's how he got the name for that, right? Blooded, right? Keep going.
Verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
And Jacob said, sell me thy birthright. Now, listen, they said what they want by Jacob. He saw opportunity, he took it.
Right.
He took it.
For real.
Because why does he do that? Because Esau was what? Why did I skipped over that part for a reason. Why did Isaac love Esau? Because he was his firstborn. Firstborns get the birthright. Firstborn sons get the birthright to every family.
Right.
So when you have a kingdom, that's why Isaac loved Esau. It was simple as that. That's how it was supposed to go. All right. But the Lord gave her a vision, gave her a vision saying the elder will serve the younger. Esau was the elder. He's the young. This was all a prophecy. So he saw the opportunity. So that's how prophecy will work sometimes. Just because sometimes the Lord said it belongs to you, you still gotta take it. You know, it wouldn't have just came to him. If he didn't make that deal right then and there, it wouldn't have just came to him.
Right.
He had to make an action to go get what he was already promised. So just because we say we're Israelites, remember, it don't mean it's just gonna work out. You gotta go put work in. You gotta go now. You gotta go get things and make it happen for yourself. You cannot just wait for it to come out the sky.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die.
Right.
And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
Right. So he said, I'm about to die. So I don't care nothing about no birthright. I'm going to die anyway if you don't feed me. Right. So who cares? Right. Keep going.
Verse 33.
Right.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
He sold his birthright because he was hungry. Right? He sold a God-given birthright because he was a little hungry. He couldn't go another minute without getting what he wanted. Right? Now, what did the scripture say about this? About what he just did? What did the scripture say about him? Let's get it. Give you a precept. All right. That's in, give me, follow profane. Profane as Esau. Give me Hebrews 12 and 15. Okay. Hebrews 12 and 15. Now, let it 16. Stop. Hebrews 12 and 16.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
As who?
As Esau.
As Esau, who did what?
Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
For one morsel of meat. Do you understand what your birthright is, man? Your birthright is, and Abraham had it. Right. Think about this. Abraham, Isaac, they was on. Like, they had to, like, right. This family was wealthy. Right. And you have the right to take this kingdom when your father dies, and your father's a very old man. So that bastard was so selfish to where he gave that up just because he was hungry that day. So he couldn't have made the Day of Atonement, right? So he could have done that. Okay. That goes back to strong because Jacob wouldn't have did that. That's why he deserved it. Jacob would have died out there. That's why he was able to come up with it. That's all Jacob thought about. He knew he deserved it. Understand that, right? Don't let anybody tell you what he did or his mother did was wrong, because she knew that was her brother. She knew Esau was her son, not her brother. All right, keep going.
Come on. Verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and potters of lentils.
Right. So he gave it to him. Keep going.
And he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Right. Esau despised his birthright. Right? All right. I'm going to swap it out. All right. Israel, Elijah. All right. All right. Super Quinal Tazadak. State your registry.
Quinal Tazadak. Banya Howard. Banya Shala.
Quinal Tazadak. Banya Howard. Banya Shala.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. So like I forgot to tell y'all, we do that. We just do it. Y'all don't have to do that. Y'all just stand and salute. All right. Come on, right? All right. Father for down, let's be seated. All right. I'm gonna pick up. You got school with us. That's phone. All right. We need one verse we on.
Chapter 26, chapter 26, verse 1.
All right. Cause I'll read it in Hebrew.
I'm gonna come to the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 1. Wayahaya, Ra'ab, Ba'ratazah, Malabah, Hara'ah, Hara'ashawan, Ashar, Ayah, Bayamai, Abraham, Wayalak, Yatazaka.
Okay.
This begins a miracle. Jesus.
Abaya Malak, Palashatiam, Garara, verse 2. Wayara, Alayawa, Yahweh, Waya Amar, the Ra, Matazar, Yama, Shakam, Ba'ratazah, Ashar, Amar, Alayak, verse 3. Gawar, Ba'ratazah, Haza'ah, Haya, Amak, Wa'abar, Salat, Wa'abar, Kak, Kaya, Lak, Walazar, Ike, Athan, Call, Ha'aratazah, Ha'al, Wakwam Taya, Hashaba'ah, Ashar, Nashab, Aithiyah, La'abara, La'abaraham, Abayak, verse 4. Waharab, Yahya, Zara'ik, Kakawakab, Kakawakabya, Hashamaya, Wanath, Thayah, Lazara, Ike, Paul, Ha'aratazah, Ha'al, Ha'allah, Wahath, Barak. I'm on verse 4.
Start at verse 6.
Bazaraik, Call, Gawayaya, Ha Arataza. Verse 5. Aqua, Ashar, Shama, Abraham, Ba Kwalaya, Wayashamar, Mashamar, Salakia, Mashamar, Taya, Mataza Wakia, Kakwa Wakia, Watha Warakia. Verse 6. Wayashab, Yatazakwa, Bagarara.
Good job. Good job. All right, get brother hand there. Start with 196.
God, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 1. And there was a famine in the land. Besides the first famine, there was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Amalek, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar.
Right. So this is going back to the same, the son of the same king that Abraham dealt with before. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of, sojourn in this land.
Right, the Lord told him not to go into Egypt, go into the land I'm telling you to go into. All right? Keep going.
And I will be with thee, and will bless thee, for unto thy seed.
Right, so as Isaac right now is dealing with the same thing that his father dealt with. He's telling him, the Lord telling him where to go. He'll listen to the Lord and doing it diligently and being blessed with it. Keep going.
I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father.
Right. So he's going to do the same thing with Isaac that he did with Abraham. Keep going.
Verse 4. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all the countries, and all thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed.
Right. Exact same promise he gave his father. Keep going.
Verse 5. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge and my commandments and my statutes and my laws.
Right. So understand what he's saying is, since his father did what he agreed to do, he made this covenant with his son. This is why when you do things in your lifetime, you're gonna have a son one day. Dealing with the Most High, even in this earth, you're gonna get a job. You can have your own business. A lot of stuff can be taken from you in terms of family wealth, generational curse. You following the laws of God is going to affect your children. Your children will be benefited from you following the laws of God.
Right.
If your child grows up, when he goes to the Lord for something he wants, he can get it. The Lord will say, your father was a great man. I'm going to bless you too.
Right.
It's a family book. The Bible is a family book. We got all the way to this point, our family. Us being connected from our forefathers and what they did, mistakes and what they did right. So you want to be that person who built off of the generation of doing what the Lord said. That way you know your son will get that same opportunity. Right? Keep going.
Verse 6. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar.
Right. And he dwelt in Gerar. We're going to stop it there. Pick up next week, and I'll show you how, next week we're going to get into how Abraham had a lot of similarities, went through a lot of similar things, and how he handled that. All right. Men of Israel, Imagine. Read the Lord's Prayer out. All right, here we go. Sorry, turn.
Right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanau. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah.
Sakah, Yahweh, Malak, Tabaa, Taz, Hayat, Asha, Aratazah, Hawa, Hayat, Ashemaiah, Nathan Lanal, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Masalak Lanal, Kabawak now, Masalak now, Kabawak now, Wala'a, Tabaya now, Manasai one, Abal, Ayasha now, Ayah, Ra, Kayah, Lakah, Malak, Wala'a, Wahat apart, La'awa, Salaki, La'ai, Walamyam, Amad.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, so his turn. In the Israel, we're going to do a courtesy salute. In the Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, all right, Amajim Batah. Courtesy salute to the sisters, Barak, Amajim Batah. Class dismissed.